Xbox One kind of thing. You know, tech companies and their weird spelling of names and their weird branding they have for something like this. Apple One does sound believable, and Bloomberg has a somewhat reliable track record, so I do believe this. And he's also saying it's going to be launched alongside the new iPhone. It's also saying the iPhone event is until October. Okay, whatever. Bundles. Well, Apple is the company of simplicity and making things easy to understand. It doesn't sound like the bundle services are going to be that easy or simple to understand. Mark Gurman is saying there's going to be different tiers that grant you access to different services, and of course, it would be cheaper to bundle together than it would be to pay for them separately. But Apple, you got to remember, we're not paying for these things at all, so it's going to be kind of a hard sell. Anyway, he's saying that the first tier subscription basically just combined Apple Music and Apple TV Plus. Okay, so for the individual plans, both of these, it would be around $15 a month to combine the two. So maybe when bundling them, it could be somewhere around $11 or $12 a month. Would you say? I mean, either. The only way I could see it being worth it is if it was like $10 a month, because then you would be like, hey, I'm paying for Apple Music already, then why not just throw in TV Plus? But I think Apple realizes if they were to do that, everyone would sign up for that bundle instead of just Apple Music individually, and that's likely why I'm guessing it's but that's just the entry tier, so there of course are more steps up this corporate ladder. There is a secondary tier that's going to be rocking Apple Arcade to also be punched in with that free. I imagine that could be starting to push around $15 a month subscription, and maybe even more, because Apple needs their little bit of profit margin for each service. And then an even higher tier that includes Apple News Plus. Okay, is it sounding like a great deal or what? I mean, $10 a month for News Plus, Arcade and TV Plus, that's another $10, and then Apple Music. So if you had to pay for all these separately, which you are, that would be $30 a month. But maybe when you bundle them together, you're able to save a more substantial amount, because my guess is Apple wants to price it in a way that you feel like best value possible is to get the higher tier configuration. That's where you save the most. So you really can't afford to not subscribe to the tier 3 Apple One program. This is already getting sick. Steve Jobs is rolling in his grave, I think. My guess is it would be around $20 a month. Okay, so that way people feel like, man, I'm getting all the music in the world, I'm getting all the great Dickinson programming I could imagine, I'm getting all of these great mini motorways and Apple Arcade, and at the same time, my news articles have gifts in them. $20 a month is a steal. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. But at the very, very top, no, we're not done yet. I think Billy Mays would have done a great job. I think Apple One, you know, like, well, hold on 1 second and I'll triple your offer. Call right now for Apple One, where a more expensive bundle will also include iCloud storage. And yeah, that's actually part of the leak. The maxed out version of Apple One, which again, they didn't give us any prices in this leak. My guess is it's going to be like $25 or $30 a month or something. You get probably 2 terabytes of iCloud storage, Apple Music, Apple News Plus, Apple Arcade, Apple TV Plus, but sadly, Apple Care will not be included in any of these bundles, because I guess Apple needs to secure profit margins on that thing. They're like, oh, hold on, just because you're giving us $40 a month doesn't mean you get to throw your iPhone around all day. We'll fix it for free. So I guess they want to keep Apple Care separate, which is, you know, it's fun. It's someone can do that, I guess. But the not so fun parts that maybe some of you are more interested in, but I'm kind of fat, so I don't really care about this one. Apple is thinking about launching a fitness subscription service, sort of like Peloton, that will grant you access to, I don't even know, like exclusive workouts or training or something like that. Probably built in with tvOS, working with your Apple Watch if you follow along, because Apple is likely seeing the success of subscription workout offers out there, where people are obviously at home these days and they're not going to the gym as much. So Apple's like, a pandemic, how do we make money from this? Well, it's very simple. We bring the gym to the home, because now you can do your stretches and your yoga workouts whenever you want with your Apple TV, and it's working with your Apple Watch, so it can track your wrist motion. So that means it knows what the rest of your body is doing. Don't ask questions. Engineering, science, makes sense. And this will be a higher tier subscription option. So maybe only if you get the maxed out Apple One plan, you actually get the fitness workout kind of thing. But I still don't know how that's going to work without any type of special hardware. It's just a software subscription where you get to follow along. It sounds a lot like Apple Beats on radio, where it's the thing that people are like, oh, really? Worldwide radio, that's going to be popular? And then, like, you know, whenever listens to it. I feel like that's what this workout thing is going to be. Internally, it's called See More, because I think Apple wants to see more of your money. So that's what Gurman has talked about in today's Apple One subscription. And frankly, I hope that part of this is true, because I've talked about a long time the idea of having some type of big bundle that you could subscribe to